Are we back?
Sorry, we had to swap internet boxes.
I had to move them. Sun got shining on them and overheating them. I hope everybody comes back for a third time.
No doubt. Desiree. Hello,
Hey,
Desiree.
girl.
Says hi, April and Glenn.
Did you get shook in Florida this morning?
Sorry, we had to swap internet boxes. The other one had got hot, I reckon. I don't know, because I know my phone's not having good signal this morning either. I don't know if it's got anything to do with what's going on or what.
Tires might still be shaking.
Don't say that.
Especially them up there on the side of the mountain.
Yeah. In Life and More Reloaded, you said your name was Peggy, right? I'm sorry. I'm still shook up. I can't remember. I think that's what you said. Angie. Yep. And I remember your last name because I knew a bunch of Privettes. I remembered your last one but couldn't remember your first one. But did you know this was the second earthquake that we had today? We actually had one out of Sparta, the same place that this one happened. But at 1:45 a.m., they said there was a 2.1 that happened. And then this one at 8:09 a.m. on 8/9, and it being a 5.1. And they're saying there ain't no way they can tell if they're over or what. So everybody needs to be praying for us. Said that's what I thought happened. Have you looked outside at your animals? How are they acting? And can you show them? We're actually on the laptop. Can After it's been a little over an hour. You know, I didn't see nothing outside either when I went out this morning.
You didn't go far enough out for that.
No, but the cats or nothing come up. I didn't even notice that because whenever I got up, as the first thing I done was went outside to look because, just because Glenn kept thinking that something was on the house or something, and I
Well, it
kept
sounded
telling
like
him,
it was on the roof up there on that tin roof we had put on. Our metal roof ain't tin, it's metal.
yeah,
I mean, it sounded just like something was running across it, a whole bunch of stuff running across it.
yeah, no doubt. But I'm telling you, it was really scary. But I know the funny fact of it was it happening at 8:09 on 8/9. But
I have.
Sparta's not, but how far? We can
Oh,
be
it
there
ain't.
in what, 35
Yeah,
minutes?
probably. Hour at the most.
Yep.
The
So,
way I drive anymore, it might be close to an hour.
yep. And I don't know. I wish we could.
30 years ago, 15 minutes.
Yep. Single Dad Homestead said it shook me out of the bed. LOL, curtains shaking. And
Well,
Angie said I noticed there were no birds.
single dad, where are you located at? I've watched you a lot, but I can't remember where you located. Tennessee, I think maybe.
And yes, Noah, we're still praying for your family. I seen that comment too. His daughter is going to have surgery on 8/20,
Who?
and Noah's for breast
Uh huh.
cancer, and then he's got 5 members now with COVID.
Oh my goodness.
Noah, we love you, and I'm so
Yes.
sorry. I am so sorry. um, he said Northeast Tennessee. Well,
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure.
Glenn was looking on the
Google.
Google, and what was it? Y'all had some
Yeah,
earthquakes.
I forget how many it was already this year that's from Tennessee to Georgia.
And single dad said right on the North Carolina
Mhm.
Tennessee line.
Yep. Well, you ain't too far from the Wickershire project up there now.
Nope, you sure ain't. They're in Virginia or Jonesville, Virginia. So
Uh
you're
huh.
not far from them at
They ain't
all.
too far from the Tennessee line.
But I hope I don't mess this up. But is it Impedmar? Is I wish there was a way we could go outside and. But whenever we went out this morning, I'm serious. The cat usually comes up to me, and there wasn't no cats, no nothing. And I don't know if I hope our goats are okay. Y'all, I'm so shook up. I hadn't even been able to even think to go check nothing yet. My heart was pounding away like crazy, and I had to check on all of my family members and this, that, and the other, and peep out the door, make sure the goats are okay. Okay. Glenn's gonna check on them. Them little things are some scary little animals. And Christopher said nothing here in Georgia that I'm aware of. Thank you, Margie. I appreciate that. I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad. I'm so sorry. I seen your video come up, but we was already getting ready to go live. I think everything's okay. Deb's way. I reckon like I don't know, 30 minutes from here in Sparta, there's been two earthquakes. One was at 1:45 this morning, and it was a 2.1. I think it was either 2.1 or 2.0 magnitude. And then this morning at 8:09 on 8/9, it was a 5.1. And I was telling them I had dozed off, and I reckon Glenn had hollered at me twice, April, what's going on? And I didn't hear him. And then all of a sudden it shook, and I come up out of the bed, grabbed my house shoes, and went out the door. And because Glenn thought that something had landed on the roof. But he was checking things out, and I thought, well, I'll go out on the porch and make sure, because I kept telling me it's an earthquake. Because we had actually, when that one hit in Washington, D.C., I'm thinking about maybe 5 or so years ago, maybe a little longer, when the Washington Monument was damaged. We actually felt that one because I thought the wash machine was out of balance. It wasn't bad, but my china cabinet, everything was shaking, and you could feel the floor and everything shaking. And I started to go cut the wash machine off or check it, and then I thought, I ain't washing clothes. And then I stand there saying, Glenn, what's happening? What's happening? And he's sitting in the chair, and his daddy is looking at him like, well, how's he going to know? But this one was pretty bad. I mean, we felt this one good. I mean, everything was ching, ching, chinging along. But thank you, dear Lord, everybody's okay. And it's just been a morning.
Yep. And the goats are just out there mowing the weeds in the grass and everything. The cats are all down yonder at the milk room running around.
I guess everything's back to normal. Deb's way said I still have heard nothing on the news about the earthquakes. There, it was actually on
Somebody said it was on
Nikki.
Channel 12 News, and
I don't know. She called out somebody's name, and I didn't recognize them.
I think she said Channel 12, but I don't know. But I pulled it up on Google.
Yeah, you can pull it up on Google. It'll tell you that there's been two today. And I just hope and pray that that's it, because they're getting bigger. Now let's see, where?
You probably way behind.
Deb, no, I'm not. Desiree said she's seeing people on Facebook mention it as well. But it was on the news, because I know they was the ones that was saying that there was no way of telling if they were over or if more was to come. Because I know I sent Nikki a message on Messenger and told her that we needed to pray with this being the second one and hope, that this was the last because they kept increasing. And she said that they was talking about it on the news and said that they had no way of telling if there was more to come or if this was it.
Yeah, but most
So,
time if you have a pretty good one, then you have tremors afterwards.
yeah, aftershocks.
Well, they used to call them aftershocks. Now they call them tremors, I think.
What was the magnitude of an earthquake? Water and glass will show shaking aftershocks. Animals were quiet, withdrawn, scared. I'm gonna shoot your phone. His game scares me every time it goes
I've
off.
been aiming to delete it. I ain't played it in 3 or 4 days.
But it's just been a wild ride this morning, and we thought if y'all had heard about it or seen the stuff on Facebook, that y'all might have been worried and concerned about us. But he just checked the animals and said everybody's okay and back to normal, so maybe that's a good sign. Um,
Like I said, they's out there just mowing away. Or the goats was.
but I know that's a bad way to get woke up. I mean, I'd been awake. I'd woke up at 6 this morning, and my feet and stuff was just hurting. And I thought, well, I'm gonna lay here just a few more minutes. And then I got to watching that animation movie off of YouTube. I don't even remember now what it was because I didn't even get a fourth of the way through it, and I dozed back off. And then at 8 o'clock, here it comes, and it's actually 7:30. His phone went off, and I went and got him up, told him to cut his alarm off.
That's
So
why she gets me up.
yeah, it's
Turn
over there
my alarm off.
on the other side of the room, and most time of morning I can't walk very well, so I always holler at him to cut it off. If he put it where I could reach it, I'd cut it off.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't
But
get woke up. So
if
I
it
know how
gets
that
worse,
works.
we're going to be in for some fun slides along this fault line. You're exactly right, Angie.
Yeah, I got a nephew that lives up there in the middle of Sparta.
Google says a road buckled and a water pipe burst in Sparta. How close are you? We ain't but about 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Where I was raised in Trap Hill, you could be in Sparta in 15 minutes.
Oh, like I
And
said, 30 years ago, I could be from here in Sparta in 15 minutes.
yeah, I know you could. You drove like a rocket. That's something to go from driving like a rocket to
A
moving.
turtle.
Yeah, that's exactly what I started to say.
I'm like a John Deere.
What's that?
They have rabbit and turtle gear. I started off in the rabbit, heading toward the field, and I finally got to the field. I had to pull it back and turtle and crawl now.
I hear you. Angie said, LOL, backroads driving, Glenn. Oh, he can tell you some stories about being on some dirt roads in his your toy that you got stuck in and set the tail end
Oh,
out.
that street rod.
Yeah.
Oh, that we wasn't even playing that night.
He was.
No, we was not. We'd been up there on the mountain to that little dirt track race, and it come a downpour. I mean, started back down that dirt road, and it just back in wanted to go faster than the front end.
And you was how old?
17,
Uh-huh.
18,
And a 17,
16.
18-year-old coming from a race on a muddy
April,
dirt
I
road
was
and they
in a
wasn't
line of
playing.
traffic. I couldn't be a cutting up. They was 70-year-old men in front of me driving.
In turtle gear.
Probably.
Oh, man.
No, I wasn't cutting up that night when that happened.
Oh, you used to go to Mama's game room? We used to go down there all the time.
Who?
Angie.
It might have been a different one.
The one in are you talking about Mama's game room in Elkin? I'm sure that's the one she's talking about. But she said I could do Mama's game room to Wilkes Mile in 15. She said, yes, I bet you we've met.
Well, I think she's a little younger than us.
Oh, I'm 51. How old are you, Angie?
You said she wasn't telling her age on here.
Hey, she said 47. I bet you anything we've
Ah,
met in Mama's. Do you know a Lois Caudle, a Carla Caudle? I'm April Caudle.
well, you used to be.
Used to be, yeah, used to be. Well, I still am in a way. It's my maiden name. Be careful traveling your land. Inspect it together, maybe even live, just in case. Prayers. We will. This is the first real one. She said, but I run with an older crowd. My husband is 52.
I ain't still that old. I'm 59.
Yep.
They run with the whole crowd too.
Sure did. Deb's way said you're both young whippersnappers.
Yeah. Now, I always run with a younger crowd. I was
Cause
mentally challenged.
he cradle robbed me. Crazy thing. We used
It
to.
took my mind a long time to catch up with the body. Well, it still ain't never caught up with the body. Body's gonna fall apart and still gonna have a young mind.
Yeah, you still think you 17 most of the time. Rhonda says I'm 58 and sure looking it and then some. Angie says I'll ask him if he knows you girls. Well, Lois is actually our double first cousin, and then me and Carla are sisters, but we was pretty much. And then there was Tina Wagner. She was down there a lot. She's my cousin.
What was your husband's name, if you don't mind?
Carolina Von Homestead.
Well,
Oh, we was
howdy.
talking about you. Are you still wanting some pigs? I was getting ready to call you. Wild Style Vlog says watching from New Zealand.
Well,
Welcome. It's so nice to have you.
I hope y'all didn't feel the shake over this morning.
I doubt it. Not from here.
Well, from New Zealand, it's probably not morning there now.
Yeah. Iona says hello, stay safe, and God bless.
Well, howdy.
Same to you.
Yes.
God bless you. God bless everybody in here because I know somebody said you wonder what 2020 is going to throw at you next. Well, we just went through an earthquake, and I'm telling you, it just they just don't never happen. And that's one thing that's you need to keep in the back of your mind. Angie said, LOL at Deb. I wish I was that young and knew what I know now. I've said that a bunch too. Our media says y'all are youngins. I'm 70.
Hey,
Mark Purvett is her husband's name.
Mark Purvett. That name rings a bell.
Ask him if he knows a Sandy Purvett. Well, she was actually Sandy Wiles, but she's now a Purvett. What is her husband's name? I'm trying to think.
Can't remember.
If it was in my mind and then just went Danny Purvett. That's her husband's name. But she used to be a Wiles.
But you talking about being 70, I told my daddy the other day I was getting old because this is my last year of being in the 50s. He looked at me and he said, nah, you ain't old yet. He said, I'm fixing the 27th of this month. He said, I'll be 85.
Wild Style Blog says, y'all got a strong accent. It's 2 a.m., so good night. It's late for me. You popped up, and I say a quick hello. Well, thank you for 2 a.m. And I bet you if we was listening to you, we'd be saying, you got a strong accent.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go check you out because I love to hear people talk. You know, different places, Australia, just, just the different languages. I love it.
Gloria.
Yeah, from from England. UK. That's right.
Boy, I love hearing her talk.
Angie says, gotta hop off here and get a shower. Gotta hit that Wally World. Pray for me. I will, because I hate going to Wally World. Good old boy says, howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
I graduated in 87, Angie.
Well, she's from up the north side of Wilkes.
Yeah, I went to North High.
Yeah, she come from Crap Hill.
I come from lovely, sweet Trap Hill.
Crap hill.
2.5 acres says, hey, y'all. Carolina Vaughn said, pandemic has hurt the pockets. Let me know how much. I still need to make a pen, and I will see what my situation is. We'll keep in touch because we got you remember the 5 babies? They're plenty big enough now. I mean, they're not huge. They're wide open. I got to tell y'all this. This is so funny.
Well, we got 2 groups of 5 babies.
Yeah, we actually got a younger group now. But
they're getting ready to get put in the pen.
I don't know if any of y'all seen Stevie Outdoorsman's video, but they come over yesterday and we actually freezer camped our big turkey. And I'm telling you, the breast on Tom was huge.
At least 20 pounds.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I had gallon freezer bags, and I barely got them mushed down, a half a breast barely mushed down in a gallon freezer bag. And I mean, it was full this way and this way. And after we got done, we give the leftovers and stuff to the pigs. Well, we give some to them baby pigs, and one of them had the crawl. And after it had got empty, the other ones was trying to get it, and she'd take that thing and she'd sling it around. She'd slap the pigs in the face, and it'd take off, and then she'd come back, sling it around, slap another in the face, and take off. I'm not kidding. Me and Little Bit stood there and laughed at them for I don't know how long watching her. It was so funny.
Yeah, man, Stevie is sitting up there and said, yep, the hens are in the woods.
Angie said it's been too many moons and too many beers ago. Noah says, I got to go, everyone. Thanks for the prayers and love to all. Noah will be praying for you and your family, your girl. Just God bless y'all. Yep. 2.5 acres says, everyone in here gets a free air hug for hitting the like button. Thank you, 2.5 acres. Yes, we'll give free air hugs away all day long.
Yep.
No social distancing required.
No mask.
Exactly. Angie says, bye, y'all. Have a great day. You too, honey, and have fun at Wally World.
Yep.
Let's see. Good old boy says, well, we are all okay, and Daddy's doing good. We got bad news yesterday that our EBT was shut off, so we will no longer get food. Now I have to figure out what to do now. Y'all, please keep us in your prayers.
Yes, sir.
Good old boy. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Yep.
Armedia says, got to go to church. Is on praying for y'all.
Thank you. Pray for the whole world, girl.
Exactly. Little Bit says, good morning. I was just talking about you, talking about us down our laughing at the pigs for that little girl slinging that around, hitting every other pig in the face, trying to get away. Good old boy, honey, we'll be praying for you. That's just, I mean, that really is bad. But,
what are you trying to
do? Not what I did.
Yeah, you don't tell what you're trying to do, neither.
But Carolina Vaughn, whenever you figure something out, we usually try to go live at least once a week.
Well, here lately we haven't been. But
we've been going live at least once most of the time.
We've been wanting to try to get started back into that, going live once or twice a week.
Yep, or I guess I could send you Glenn's number because I got yours, so I may do that. I may send him a text, or may send you a text, and then that way, if you figure out what you're going to do, if you still want them, because I told Glenn the other day, I said he asked for them before they were born, so we need, if we're going to get rid of any of them, he's going to get it first. What you doing?
I don't know, just waiting on you to get done.
Yep.
Rambling.
Well, that was it. I just wanted him to let you know.
We need to go back down to the bottom. That about 6 came in.
It's good old boy saying hey to 2.5 acres. And Little Bit said they were so funny. They were. I mean, that was funny. And Good Old Boy said, "Thank y'all all." Well, guys, we just wanted to come on here for a few minutes and let y'all know that we was okay and to have you to pray for us. And we appreciate the advice because, I mean, we ain't never been through a big one. This ain't but like this morning at 1:45, I didn't feel that.
I know when I was in elementary school, we had a bad.
Really.
And it shook the whole schoolhouse.
Well, I hadn't never been through one other than the
But that's
one.
been many years ago.
Yeah, other than the one that before we was all in here that day, and I kept saying, "What's happening? What's happening?"
I guess that was getting close to 50 years ago.
Life goes on, don't it?
That's hard to believe when you stop and think about that. 50 years ago, you was in elementary school.
Yep. Well, shoot, we've been together for almost 40 years. Time flies when you're having fun.
You know when a man loses his mind.
I hear you. That was the best. James says, check your local churches. Right.
Uh-oh. I hope they still on there. We got there.
We are. We got both twisters and earthquakes. You're exactly right, good old boy.
Yep.
Y'all have a good day and have a blessed week. It wasn't funny with Glenn. Oh yeah, that's the fun. I forgot to tell you that. Tell them about Little Bit and Tom. I'll tell this and then we'll get ready to go because I didn't want to stay on here but just a few minutes and I got to rambling. I miss y'all and love y'all.
Well, when I went down there to get Tom out of the lot, I just walked in there and laid my hand on his head and walked him out the door. And then when we was doing the other, he got loose from me. And he took off after a little bit, and Little Bit was running straight for the electric fence. Me and Stevie both hollering, look out for the fence.
She did. And he was almost as big as she was.
Oh.
Stevie said, I wish I'd have had my camera.
But if y'all want to see about how big my turkey was, go over there to Stevie Outdoorsman and check it out there.
I mean, I bet you his legs weighed 6 to 7 pounds apiece. Glenn's got big old hands, big old hands.
And they just normal.
Yeah, and look. And you can see we're together at the bottom. But he couldn't even, he could hold it like this and it wouldn't even cover it up on one side. And the breast was the same way, but he showed the turkey leg up close and personal. I knew he was big.
I thought I did.
Well, you can see them in the camera, but you didn't show it up close.
I thought I did one of them, but I don't know. I may have not.
Yep.
That was yesterday.
Oh, Mary Ranch just got in here.
Well, howdy, girl.
She said it was all Glenn's fault. We just went through an
earthquake. It was her snoring this morning, shook the whole county. Shook North Carolina.
Yeah. But at 8:09 a.m. this morning on 8/9, there was a 5.1, 30 minutes. I reckon is where it started. And it
wasn't 30 minutes long. Don't get people confused.
It was 30 minutes from here. We could be there in 30 minutes driving. It was in Sparta. But it shook the house like crazy. I dozed off and I woke up and the house is shaking and it just ain't been a fun morning. It took me a while to get calmed down so we could get on here and let everybody know it was okay.
I wasn't even trying to move or nothing. I just reared back there and I hollered at her, and you ought to seen her trying to climb the walls and the ceiling and everything else. And I'm like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said nothing. Let her lay there and slept through it.
I doubt I would have because I don't remember hearing you talk. All I remember was feeling the shaking. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was bad. And I know I went outside because Glenn kept saying, well, it's something.
I said it sounded like something running across the roof.
And I know I told him, I said, no, it's an earthquake. So I went outside and stood on the porch.
Yeah, you hollered,
But it
it's an
was at the
earthquake,
very
but I didn't
end.
say it wouldn't. I just said what it sounded like.
But there wasn't no, usually if you walk out the back door, your cat come to you and want you pet it, love it, whatever. Mine do. And
They ain't as bad for it in the mornings because I ain't used to you coming out in the mornings.
way early like that, yeah. But
I wait till the evening.
yeah. But anyway, anytime I go out there, they're usually right around the door, and I come out and they right there. But this morning wasn't. I mean, it was dead silence out there, and that, like I said, that was about the end of it. But it was pretty frightening while it was going on, and I know they had one at 2. It was a 2.1 at 1:45 a.m. And then, like I said, at 8:09, another one 5.1. Now we didn't feel the one this morning because we was snoozing, and but the 5.1, it definitely shook us out of the bed. So, and I know it got a lot of people. Somebody from Lexington even posted on Facebook that they felt it. So that's what we've been going through, Mary. Thank you, little bit. She run the link. She said I thought it was a ghost shaking my bed.
Carolina, put a phone number. You need to go the other way.
I don't see it.
Well, that's right here.
Okay, let me get a pen.
There was one
Right here.
somewhere. I got paper.
Oh, I don't need to do it on that one. Well, give me the paper. Oh, da, 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 da. 687. I'm not. All right, Carolina Vaughn, you can go ahead and delete that. I've got it wrote down. Yeah, I got it wrote down, so. But go ahead and delete it out. There you go. That way you ain't got to worry about
Yep.
anybody else getting it. But I don't know why it didn't come up on mine.
Maybe you sent it to that.
I don't know. Oh. Guys, we're going to go ahead and get off here. I know you can't see us good. But everybody have a good morning.
Well, it's almost afternoon or noon.
James said that fracking is what set theirs off in East Texas. They stopped and so did the quakes. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is there any mining going on in Sparta?
Not that I know of, but any more you don't know.
No, that's true. But anyway, guys, we're going to get off of here. We love each and every one of y'all. God bless y'all. Thank you for stopping in. Yep, he said God bless y'all. And Mary Ranch says, glad you're okay. Need to talk. Give me a call. Love you guys. We love you too, Mary. Uh-huh. But y'all have a good one. Pray for us. And I hope this is the last one. 2 in 1 day is pretty scary because they keep going up. They keep intensifying. But we'll see you on a video or on our next live stream. God bless each and every one of you. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye.